Others think they wanna step up to me. Hate to tell you, bro, but you're barking up the wrong tree. Cause these sticks and stones can break your bones. Send you crying for the mouse. Save the puppies.
Free the ones who don't have a voice.
Save the puppies.
Get them angry, so to rejoice.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
We let the dogs out!
Save the puppies.
Free the ones who don't have a voice.
Coast to coast. It's a radical boast, coupled with four indestructible hosts, bringing the most each week in the combos we speak, or the undigestible foods we eat.
So he's bouncing for bits while we be dancing for the sticks. Yeah.
Phoenix, Jinjo, Dallas, Chicago. No, there ain't no denying we bringing it coast to coast.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome to Coast Live this Sunday. Hello. Brought to you in part by my new favorite drink. Special thanks that throw out to Balls Energy Drink. Yeah, I know.
Balls.
Balls. They sent us the case and said, "Hey, we'll see what you guys do. We love our balls."
Yes.
Yeah, I think you're killing it, man. I think they're definitely gonna want us to sponsor them now.
Absolutely.
No, they sent out a case of Balls Energy Drink. Special thanks to the Balls. Check it out. We drink them on the show. And they're like, we did it. We did it live. We're like, hey, you know.
Like, Toa, you want
them
to
balls.
bring us up to date a little bit on why exactly,
Balls are good.
yeah, actually. Like, what is it good for in your instance?
What makes you crave the balls?
It wakes me up because we're late because I was taking a nap. We are late because of me. It is special thanks to my wife, Jessica, that we're even here, because she woke me up with like 5 till, and I got here 1 till. And special thanks to Ryan and Matt for not being like, screw this, I'm out.
Yeah, I've got stuff to do, sir.
Miss Julia
Like,
couldn't
go back to bed.
Yeah. Oh, it'd be nice. Miss Julia could not make it. Her flight got delayed. She was going to do the same thing. Because if you notice, we're kind of lying on our screen. Because Ryan does not look like he is in Phoenix. So it's a lie. The show's a lie.
It's a sham.
It's a sham.
You're a big fat phony.
You're
a phony.
Thank you. That was exactly what I was thinking in my head.
You're a big fat phony.
What is that?
You never? Oh, Family Guy. You're a
It's
phony.
from Family Guy. You're a phony.
Oh, shoot. Which Family Guy was it?
It was in a couple of different. It was a reoccurring joke. I think it's in one of the Star Wars episodes, isn't it?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah. You're a big fat phony. He's like, he's not playing piano. He was like, pretend like he was playing a player piano. You're not playing piano. You're a phony.
Golly.
I
I haven't been paying attention to what's going on with Family Guy in years.
Right.
It's gotten a bit stale, but I still watch it. and
I usually watch them
enjoy
for
it.
their specials that they do, like the
The specials
baby
are good.
and the dog go to like where some random town. Like the multiverse are my favorite ones when they do those. Those are my favorite ones. Anything to do with that time traveling multiverse baby dog thing, you know, I love
Baby
it.
dog.
Baby no.
Anyways, Julia's flight was delayed due to the weather that they're receiving up north, so she couldn't make it there in time. She said our show would be going on about the time she was driving from the airport to the long drive home. So, Julia, if you are landed and safe, hi. If you haven't, you're still in the air. We can see in the future when you listen to us. Hello, 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 hello.
Let us know if you see Santa.
Santa Claus is coming. Are you? No, Ryan, you're at your mom's or grandmother's. Wait,
I'm with my grandparents right now. Yeah.
so when you brought all this equipment in with your board and stuff, and you're like, "We're gonna set up for a show," did they look at you and just be like, "Oh, that's nice, dear. You think you're part of a show?
That's cute.
That's so
Oh, that's-
adorable."
You go hang out with your international friends. No, I
You know
literally
that guy doesn't look Chinese at all.
And who's this girl, Julia?
Julia,
no.
She don't say much.
she don't
Oh.
say her. She's not even there.
It's this black screen. I touch it, it won't do it. No.
What I thought about doing actually for her, and I didn't have time to put together, was motion. You know, they make the pictures where they'll move so slightly, right?
Oh,
Bring the picture
yeah.
to life. I was gonna do that to everybody's pictures, and have them
Ooh.
just sit there and have a little motion, just kind of. But I was like, I have enough time to get all that converted.
And just not tell anyone.
Just not tell anyone.
It's like, holy shit, did Julia just move?
Yeah.
That would have been good. Thanks
You're gonna
for
need some more
ruining
balls
it.
energy.
Now you can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Good idea.
Balls energy drinks for
All
that.
gone. You know what? That idea came from Ball's inspiration. Had you not consumed those Ball's energy drinks,
Mm-hmm.
it wouldn't have got the noggin rolling.
You know, I
Yeah.
thought about making a commercial before this particular one, where it's just like explosion, balls energy drinks, balls. You know, and just have like little cans pumping, multiple flavors all over, balls, and just have like but that's going.
Mmm.
It's good.
Mm.
It tastes like Sprite. This one is the original. Tastes like Sprite. They have one, my favorite, which is the root beer one. That's my absolute favorite.
Oh, God, I haven't had. It's like those little things that living over here drive me insane. I can't just pop out and get a root beer if I want to. It sucks. I want to, but it makes it even better when you actually find one. It's like it's like a gift.
Yeah, it's
I haven't had Dr. Pepper in I don't even know how long.
the gods have smiled upon you.
So
I
today,
guess.
also, my oldest son Hunter flew in. He lives up in Washington State. He lives up there, and so he flew in this morning. So it's been a very long day. This morning, got up, son flew in. We had food we were making. We had my side we call Thanksmas, which is a combination of Thanksgiving and Christmas. So we mush it together to instead of us trying to coordinate. All right, Thanksgiving, woo, we're all here, and then trying to coordinate getting all because it went from being just my mom, my dad, and aunts, and us grandkids.
Right.
Now we have great grandkids, and then there's our kids.
Family.
And so we came up with a couple of years called Thanksmas. The combination, we kind of eat, have fun, we do gift exchange, and it's usually between Thanksgiving and Christmas. And today was that day. Well,
Yeah, it
surprise
works.
was this: our oldest Hunter flew down because he's come down for Christmas, so he's here. And he was the one thing he wants when he gets here is Big Red,
Big red.
Soda or the gum?
the soda. They don't. In Alaska, they don't have it. It's not accessible at all. There's so many
Wait.
things that he can't
Is it
get.
Alaska?
No, well,
It's
it's
in
called
Washington
On
State.
Alaska. Is in
Oh.
Washington. On Alaska
Oh,
is the name of the city, and up in Washington State. So he craves that. So he has a big 24 pack here. I can't
Just
stand this
because.
stuff. I think Big Red is disgusting, but he loves it. Hey, whatever, cool. More power to you.
what's the flavor of it? It's like strawberry. I forget. It's been a while since I've had it. Is it just red? Red flavor. What's the flavor? Red.
It's just red, yeah. Ashley and I did Sally the Camel with Bailey and Kelly. So Ashley is my sister, Jeffrey is my cousin. Sally the Camel, which was a very old thing they did back on a very old freaking Barney television where they had a bunch of the kids. We did that when we were younger for our grandparents. And it was called Sally the Camel. And evidently my sister and my cousin Jeffrey, thanks Jeffrey for watching, and Bailey and Kaylee, the daughters of Ashley, did the whole thing. It was just an old tradition that we hadn't done, and I really can't walk because I busted up my knee. So Oh
Well,
yeah,
why'd you do that?
I got so much stuff that's happened this week. I went to the hospital. I went to the ER.
Dude,
Like
why are you dying?
for
Be-
yourself?
Because I didn't drink my balls energy drink.
Yep.
Ha ha ha.
I'm gonna fit
All
that
things, all weak links can be traced back to the lack of balls energy drink.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it's like, what's happened this week? So much. I will take up half a show.
My gosh, dude.
My son had a drumming. He's part of at his elementary school, part of a drum club, and they were invited elementary to go play with the high school during their concert, their winter concert. So that's really, really cool. They got a big standing ovation, and I went to go stand up after recording it. And I turned around and stand up, and my knee popped. My right knee went like so loud I could feel
Ooh.
it vibrate and hear it. Like that's the person next
Oh.
to me looked at me because I could hear it.
Just standing up?
Just standing up.
Dude.
And it basically sent shocks of pain up and down my leg, my thigh, and my lower calf. And I just I went down, couldn't get back, stand up and walk. And I kind of tippy-toed out and got out. And, I'm gonna just go. Oh, God.
Tough it out.
Got home, iced it, ibuprofen, and it was like a level 7 pain for the next 24 hours. I could not.
Did it
So-
swell?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then next day, my wife, I was like, we gotta go to the hospital. This something's really wrong. And
What'd they say?
Well, I love this doctor because we went to the ER for the sole fact of we were hoping to get MRI and just be one of those things like we can pay off versus having to upfront cost everything. He goes, we hope, and he air quoted. He air quoted, we hope it's just a bad sprain. If not better by Tuesday, which is 2 days, to the point where you could at least stand on it. We're gonna need you to go see an ortho, possible surgery. So here we are coming up on this, a Tuesday. And my knee still hurts. I still have a little bit of hollow, but I can do more. I can bend it. I can put some weight on it. It's just really tender on the inside of my knee. So I'm pretty sure I tore something.
Sucks.
Dude.
Oh, last couple of days I've been like couch bound with the leg. I have a leg immobilizer I sleep with to try to make sure I keep my leg from being hit around or whatever.
That's the worst.
I
Try
know.
to sleep when you're in pain. That's the pain. Pain is better than coffee. Pain is better than all drugs to keep you awake.
It's just
It's
a furious
insane.
awakening.
Oh yeah, it is infuriating.
Ugh, golly. Gee, my doc. Oh, my ER doc.
Yeah, I read it that way too, right?
My doc said it's bad. You need to see an ortho on Monday. Oh,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Monday.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah, when I hear ortho, I just keep thinking of orthodontist.
Yeah, get your braces tightened.
Yeah, you gotta get
Get you some new rubber bands.
Yeah,
or you got a sprain there on your knee. Oh, you gotta go see your ortho.
Well, for my brother, and I think I've actually told you guys this story in the past. His leg, he stepped on a baseball bat while coaching a little league team, and it basically went like this. Like his front thigh and knee just crunched, and he's got tendons running through his femur, like donor tendons, and like drilled into him. He has perma drop foot. Like his was extremely bad. Like he had major surgery. He was on his
That's
back for
gnarly.
6 months straight in a bed recovering when he first got that surgery. So
That's gnarly.
it's he'll have to one day maybe on the One Up DS Discord or the Coast to Coast Discord, he can maybe share the photos of his surgery and stuff. It's pretty
That's
gnarly.
okay.
No, like
Okay.
the X-rays are just gnarly as all get out.
Do it with like a spoiler warning, like where they can click if they want to see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
spoiler warning. This is gruesome. This is my thought.
Yeah, like on Instagram where they put a little shield over the nasty thing and say, "Hey, if you want to watch this,
It's on you,
give it a
buddy.
tapper." Yeah, you've been warned. Suck
From
up.
that to
Yeah.
all day.
Better grab your balls. This is gonna be
Christmas.
intense.
And then we had the Thanksmas today and saying goodbye to a family home that not only did I grow up in as a kid, I moved in when I was in my early years. My brother lived there for a little bit. My cousin Jeffrey lived there for a little bit with my grandfather. Both our grandparents passed on, so this is the last Christmas we were ever holding, or Thanksmas or whatever we were ever holding his house, because next year it's going to be sold off. It's been
Ooh.
part of my life for my entire life that I can recall. I can't remember any other place that I would. It's one of those places that I could never forget the address. I remember the very first. Do you remember your grandparents' first phone number, Matt? Like back before the day of the phones and going, okay, I gotta find a number. You have a number that you grew up that you always remembered. Maybe you did, Ryan. Too?
I do. Well, as far putting it that way, I do. But my grandparents, I never really met my grandfathers. They were all gone before I was born, or I was too young when they passed. And but I do have those phone numbers in my mind.
Yeah.
And so I remember like my best friend's phone number when growing up because that's all the number I needed. And I remember mine. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And as far as remembering numbers now, I just remember my own, and I had to remember it in Chinese, and that's a lot of numbers, and that's hard.
Yeah. But these are like the core things involved. And you look at this house and you say, a year's time, that somebody else that you have no idea who they are could be living here. That it's very depressing at the same time. So we were telling stories, like our favorite memories. I was telling some obscure ones, like, this one time I had sex in that room.
I was gonna say I lost my virginity in the laundry room.
It was to make him crack up, but
it was Downy Fresh.
I was telling the story. I don't have a problem. I think I've shared it on one of my other streams. I got caught by my grandmother in the middle of sex. She opened the door.
You were masturbating. Don't lie.
No. She goes, when you're done, we should talk, and then shuts the door.
Classy.
Yeah.
Classy lady.
Oh, my Nana was absolutely amazing. She did not. She understood you're gonna do things, but she wants to make sure if you're gonna do them right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like her first question to me after that was, "Did you have protection?" Yes. Good boy. She was just mad
cool.
that
my parents were cool that way too, man. It's rad when you actually come across cool parents and they're actually connected to you.
Yeah.
And grandparents.
She was more just because she was more like, why would you just do this and disrespect my home? And knowing I was going to be home, I was like, I didn't realize what time it was.
Degrade my turf.
Yeah, teenager with sex on the brain. Everything else becomes secondary.
So yeah, it was one of those, like, we were telling really funny stories. My aunts, my mom, and my two aunts lived there, and my aunt, one of my aunts, she was talking about, she used to sneak boys into her house to hang out and stuff in the middle of the night. Is why they put in spiky bushes, and it was just like we were reminiscing about some of the funniest stuff that would happen. You would never really say, but it's just funny looking back at it. So it was a really good time, and then we left and I got home. I was like, okay, I've got an hour before I need to set up. I'm gonna take a nap.
Little cat nap.
Man, this cat was out. But
That
Christmas
cat.
is fast approaching, guys. I mean, it's literally
Indeed.
a week away.
Yeah, we're having a
6
Christmas
days.
party at our house tonight. So Mary and I have been just running around like crazy people.
Oh wow, you are?
Yeah, it's the 20th here.
Yeah.
So, and we don't want to have it on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day because just obvious reasons.
Right.
But so we decided to do it today because the weekends here are strange. I mean, obviously the days are the same, but the majority of my friends work in a thing called like training centers, which is like tutoring centers for kids after school and extra English classes and whatnot. So their weekend is Monday and Tuesday. So if we ever do anything or get down, we have to do it on a Monday or a Tuesday. So that's why we're doing it today. And so we've been cooking and cleaning and rearranging and a bunch of shit, but it's going to be worth it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I have
That
been
sounds fun.
thoroughly enjoying your daily video posts.
Oh yeah, you gotta.
I
you
haven't
gotta wait
seen
for
today's yet.
Well, I filmed like
Well,
3
I guess it was
in
yesterday's.
advance.
I think it's 19.
Yeah, 19. Yeah, 19
Yeah.
was yesterday. But I'm posting one today, which I filmed 2. Well, 1 yesterday and 2 the day before because I knew like these days are going to be super busy, so I
Right.
had to load them up. And I already had a minor buzz on, so I decided to do day 20 as this character I invented.
Uh-oh.
His name is Tevis Barnabas Charterhouse.
Pull-
And
Say that one more time.
so Tevis Barnabas Charterhouse.
Okay.
Okay.
And so he's doing day 20. And
he
so he has done day 20.
Mhm.
But wait, I guess it's both of them are accurate. He has done day 20 and he is doing day 20. Because for me, it's past tense. For you guys, it's future.
Mhm.
Interesting. Anyways, yeah, I was just bored and decided to break up the monotony of the whole thing and do it like that.
Dude.
It's weird, but it is what it is.
As
Anyways.
that means next year's advent calendar, it's got to be a different character every day.
Oh
I think
man,
so.
I'm just gonna start taking suggestions now.
So is that set up in a different room, or is it just like on the other side of this camera feed that we're looking at from you?
Me?
From
Well,
your
it
advent.
depends. Yeah, well, it depends. Sometimes I do it here. Sometimes I do it upstairs.
All right.
And it depends on what Mary's doing and if I'm gonna interfere with whatever she's doing because she's the chairman and she says what goes and what doesn't. And so I just been hopping around. Last few videos, I kept forgetting to even start the fire on my TV. I just kind of sat down in front of it and it just a picture of a fire. I'm
Drew a
losing my
picture of a
edge.
fire? Is that what
Yeah,
you
just a picture of a fire,
So
essentially.
what does Coast to Coast have to do for sponsorship to be that backdrop? Just have our video kind of rolling in the background.
Whatever you want, man. Yeah, done. They just give me some balls.
This
Shit,
episode
yeah.
is brought to you in part
And
by.
it's done. Dundee.
Oh yeah. Man.
But yeah, only 4 days left to record since I've got the other ones in the bag, ready to go.
Well, I look forward to it. Like I said, I end up sometimes they I guess it's just timing or whatever, but sometimes they'll queue up really late at night, so I'll get a doot, and I'll look at my phone at like 1 a.m. I'm like, oh, new one, click.
Yeah, because I mean, I
And then sometimes they're in the
gotta
middle
get up
of our
early to
day.
post them here.
No, it's fine. As soon as they get
Nobody,
the thing,
man, nobody watches them. Get on YouTube and watch
do.
them shits.
I do.
Share them. Oh, I appreciate you do. Yeah, I mean, I'm in like double digits, like low double digits.
Hey, yeah.
But it is what it is.
Let's get one of our
I
mods
don't
here
even
to
look at.
post,
I don't look at the numbers, man. It's just something I want to do, and it's fun, and that's
get one of
basically
our
it.
mods here to post your link up for you.
Keep
But
doing it.
Sure. I'm
yeah.
gonna.
I
Keep
mean,
doing it.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're gonna do in January, but I think you gotta continue the saga somehow. Whether or not it's maybe more focusing on particular ones from the Advent. You know, hey, this week, guys, we're diving deep into number 15. This is
Well,
number 15. Yeah.
Well, I bought because I mentioned a couple of shows ago. The date 11/11 here, November 11th, is a huge online shopping day, and it lasts about a week. So
Yeah.
there's massive discounts. So I was on this online shopping site called Taobao, and I'm part of like whiskey groups as well that give out deals. And I bought about 20 new bottles of whiskey. I spent a lot of money. Don't tell Mary, she'll fucking castrate me. But she yeah, I don't know how you would.
She
But,
doesn't watch
no,
our
so-
show, evidently.
No,
so
she doesn't. Well, so
Either one
there's
episode she
definitely
watches.
So bold
definitely not
strategy,
strapped for
Con.
content.
Let's see if it pays off for him.
He's not for
perfect timing there. Perfect
So-
timing.
Definitely
Nice.
not strapped for whiskeys to review, so we should be good.
Yeah, I think it would actually be cool to do, and I would definitely
Ooh.
definitely want to get, because I'm learning so much on how the different alcohols have flavors. Like you had one that was like a pear. I think it was just a 16 or 17. You got like a pear apple or something that you had to smell
Yeah.
to, and I was just like, I like pears. I like apples. Okay.
Yeah. And a lot of people are asking me because I mean, like 99% of my views are from people over here because I posted on a WeChat platform as well, and they're like, "How in the world do you get pears out of that?" And it's all about making like a connection in your brain. Like, okay, this is what pears and whiskey smells like, and that as long as if you're actually expecting fresh pears, you're not gonna get that, but you're going to get to search for it and you're going to have to pick it out and be like, oh yeah, there it is. I got it. You'll make a connection in your brain. And then whenever you try something later on down the trail, you can make that connection again.
I'm not a bourbon guy. I'm like, my favorite drink is either like rum or Disaronno, the Amaretto. I absolutely love that. I the big gigantic king bottles. Me and the partner in the studio, Jamil, we used to think called a dead dog rant at an event. We would both kill an entire bottle of that in a 3-hour sitting while live improv.
Hello, hangover.
Yeah. No hangover. We never had hangovers.
Really?
No.
That stuff was sweet.
Two ibuprofens and we're good.
Good to go. Right on.
But we would drink this live. Like we would start about 20 minutes before the show, get a good buzz going, do the show for 2 to 3 hours, just constantly telling stories or whatever, making people laugh and being complete. Like, you're drunk when you get up there and go like, I can't feel my face, but let me tell you about the other time I got slapped. Didn't feel shit. Whiskey is my favorite for sure.
Jeffrey.
Which
my
one?
man.
Which one's your favorite, Jeffrey?
Yeah, what do you lean towards? What do you
And
like?
then Shadowhawk says tequila here.
There's no wrong answer. I'll tell you, man, good tequila. Listen to this. There's this stuff here called Baggio, which just translates to white alcohol. And I had dinner with a buddy the other day.
So close to albino.
Yeah, by Baijiu, by Bia, whatever, white alcohol. And it's basically, they have soju in Korea and sake in Japan, but this is distilled, so it's really high proof. And he brought this stuff that was old and expensive, and I thought that Baggio was just crap, but this stuff was a revelation. It changed my mind on what Baggio could be, and that's what reminds me of tequila. The good tequila is really good, like amazingly good, and the bad stuff is bad, and Baggio is basically the same way.
The good stuff is good, the bad is the bad.
Oh man, but if you ever had like really good tequila, it is outstanding just by itself. Don't use that salt and lemon shit. Just drink it by itself. I mean, just like what's Don Julio, like a Don Julio Reposado. It's delicious.
I can enjoy tequila when it's mixed. I can't do tequila when it's straight.
Gotta get the good shit.
Crown Royal or Texas 254 whiskey.
Canadian. Interesting.
Well, Crown Royal in general, just, is delicious, is good. And now they have so many variations. Like they have an apple one that my brother actually has. They have a peach one, which actually is.
I hear
it's quite good.
It's selling. Yeah.
It think of it as, you got a normal bite of a whiskey, but you have this like peach cobbler taste to it.
Oh, nice.
It makes it dangerous.
Hey.
Man, I'm jealous of the Texas whiskey scene. You guys are changing the game. The aging in Texas happens so quickly. What would take like 12 years in Scotland takes like a year in Texas because the temperature fluctuations are so great. It's really hot in the day and really cold at night, and that's what makes the barrel breathe essentially.
Well, yeah, it's definitely do that now. We're in the 30s right now.
Yeah, the Texas whiskey game is off the hook right now, and I'm jealous.
Yeah.
I want to try it.
Ryan, you're not much of a drinker, are you?
No, not at all.
Not at all. Like, is it like by choice you just don't want to drink, or you never had the opportunity to drink?
In my case, I mean, I've had alcohol before, but again, I think I mentioned it on the show. It's very like I've had Guinness, I've had modern time like coffee beer, but and I've had like sour whiskeys with a buddy of mine at an Irish pub, but it's for me it's mostly just by choice. Like I don't know, the less alcohol I drink, the healthier I'll probably be in the future.
Alcohol does have some medicinal purposes. It does a few things.
And the liver heals itself.
Yes,
it does. Yeah.
Yes, it does. It does.
It's Wolverine. We all have Wolverine livers.
And there's biblical precedent for that, because when Paul was in prison, he was writing to little Timothy. He said, "Have some wine for your ailments. Just so if you're sick, just drink." That's the biblical teaching.
Converted.
Yeah, exactly.
Atheist no more.
There you go.
Justin, say if you're still watching, you got a comment there. You can pop for me. We're being bot hit, so.
And I also think just for me, I know I don't know. It just I don't have much occasion to either. I like following G.K. Chesterton's advice that drink because you're happy, never because you're miserable. And I haven't had much occasion to like have the two, be happy and drink, come together most of the time. So
Fair enough.
like at a party, I would love to. If I'm gathering with friends and we're celebrating something, yeah, let's do it. Let's party. But if I'm by myself, it's like no, I like tea and coffee
All over my feet.
all over my coffee feet. Coffee all over
It's
my
all
feet.
good.
I burn
Very
myself.
fair, yeah. Mary's not much of a drinker either. I mean, she'll have a drink it from time to time just to kind of not just to hang.
Mhm.
But when it comes to like consumption, she's not her thing.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. It's interesting too. There are also like self-conscious worries about I don't know myself well enough to know how much I can handle. And that might just be something like I won't know until I try. But there's
That's
also,
an experiential lesson.
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
you got to learn that on your own, buddy.
yeah,
Mm.
and I kind of
Oh.
and I'm definitely more on the I'd rather play it safe than side. I could see
Fair
Ryan
enough.
have Four Loco. I have no idea what
Oh.
that is.
It's
But
just
I have
just ignore it.
Ignore it.
You don't
ignore
want
it.
you don't want
want
that.
a Four Loco.
Yeah,
Four
yeah.
Loco is like, you won't even know the phrasing of Mad Dog 2020, would you? No. So
Nope.
Four Loco
I do.
It all sound like
is
race cars to me.
it is the brokest of the broke drinks. You were getting like the lowest quality of alcohol. You drink it to abuse
Vodka.
yourself, to say I hereby punish my body, and you drink that.
Isn't it true that in some places Four Loco was actually illegalized?
I think
Because
so.
it was just the strength of the alcohol and the inability to taste said strength hit a level of danger that people were just alcohol poisoning themselves.
Yeah.
And at an uncontrollable rate.
Yeah.
So they're like, nah, no more.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, people here drink it sometimes. It's over here actually.
Where is
And,
my mod? Where is Justin saying?
I don't. It's too sweet for me. That's just asking for a hangover. No thanks.
Yeah. We've actually since my family's business went under, it was a Mexican restaurant, and we still have a lot of leftover liquor and alcohol just hanging out in our
Oh, yeah?
pantry here. And I was looking at it, and I was like, this is if I'm super tired one of these days and have the hankering for pancakes, I'm going to mistake one of these bottles for syrup. And that's going to be it.
Like Fred
Join us
Jellicoe
after
looks like
Christmas when Ryan gets completely drunk on pancakes. I love pancakes.
I six pancakes.
You're
I
a
didn't
big
realize how much I love pancakes.
Yeah. What did you put in these pancakes?
These are the best damn pancakes.
You're such a phony. You're a phony.
You're a big fat phony.
I'm just drinking the plate, guys. I'm drinking
Yeah.
the plate. Oh yeah,
No.
but you guys,
I feel like
So-
you're gonna fall back in your chair. Like I see your
I-
feet up, lean back.
Hilarity ensues.
yeah, this is about as far back as I can go.
He's gonna fall. It's gonna be hilarious.
Hey guys,
Thank you, Shar Baby, for taking care of that message for me.
thank you so much. Thank you. Whoa.
Ah.
Guess what? So since I got here,
Hey, Shar Baby.
Hey, Sharpie. bourbon pancakes and butter.
Ooh.
Since I
Bourbon
got
barrels.
here, my grandma had me go through some boxes of old stuff from when I was a youngin.
Oh.
And I found some very interesting things. One of them I'll just tell you about.
Okay.
All right.
Because it's in that box back there. But actually, I might be able to pull it up for you. So if you just want to follow me right over here in this direction, I can't hear a single thing you're saying. It's totally fine because my headphones can only stretch so far. But I wanted to show you.
Now we can say whatever we want. 'Cause you can't
This
hear
is a
us.
shield from Kenya.
Oh wow.
I have friends, or not just friends, but family. My uncle was a missionary in Kenya and brought us home weaponry. Have a bow in the garage. That one's mine. And we have a spear somewhere as well. I don't know where it is, but this is like it's all handcrafted and everything.
You carried that on, or had to check it?
It's beautiful. I'm gonna.
There's a great box on Ryan's screen.
Oh,
What's that
nice.
about, Toa?
I've been doing this for like
Oh, there
over.
it goes.
I still can't. I don't know technology.
And yes, I found a bunch of. I found my old Bible from undergrad, and I flipped to the sexiest book of the Bible, Song of Solomon. And there's a section in Song of Solomon, one of my annotations, where basically there's a section where like it gets really steamy, really hot and heavy, where you basically, I've heard some pastors describe it as this is like the biblical equivalent of a blowjob. It's pretty raunchy.
Mary, did
That
you
was
know
like the coolest sentence I've ever heard.
that your baby boy
I
gave
had
sight to a blind man? Mary,
well, I'll
did
tell you
know?
I'll tell you what. There's a section in here where
Oh,
apparently when I read this book, it came with a soundtrack because the only annotation that I wrote
you
in
can
that
do biblical
section.
rap.
Oh, well, it was. I just wrote Jason Derulo, take me to the other side, and yeah, that's just really. The Bible's very.
All right, we're gonna do Leviticus 31. You know?
Dude, Leviticus rocks. I love Leviticus. I did.
I could see him doing like Bible verses in a rap form that would actually be kind of cool. I could see
Oh, he
that.
can pull it off.
I
He
think
can definitely pull it
I
off.
think that would be the next Ryan channel.
Oh man, I've seen some cringy Christian rap where
John 3:16. Bring it to you.
I went through a hardcore Christian phase in my teens, and I went to a Christian bookstore and bought this CD. It was Christian reggae. And it was called Christafari. Christafari.
Nice.
That's
It was.
good stuff.
It was, and I enjoyed. I remember liking it a lot, but then I don't know what happened. It kinda-
I was he was oh, why did the ads kick in when Ryan was describing biblical blowjobs? Because you're not a subscriber, and if you were a subscriber, you would not
only
have ads.
subscribers
Get to
only
hear
subscribers
the
get
story of
blown
the
by the Lord.
biblical how they have the Bible talks about biblical blowjobs. That's right.
Yeah.
Pentatonics does my favorite version of Mary Did You Know. They do their Christmas album is on point.
It's
very
good.
Yeah,
Really good stuff.
they're from Arlington, Texas. Woohoo!
And these are the last things that I saw. This is so. If you wanted to know, like who I am as a person, there were like 2 primary forms of media that I consumed, or 3, I should say. I'll get the other one. Who I am as a person. I would show you the best of Saturday Night Live, Will Ferrell.
Nice. The
old-
Spartans were my favorite part of his stuff. I love the Spartan stuff.
Yeah, it's Trebek, it's Bush, and whoever the fashionista.
I'll take famous titties for 5. It's famous titles, Sean.
Yeah.
That's not what your mother
Yeah,
said.
I binge watched all of those.
They just went through a recent thing, like they're live. Paul Rudd joined the 5-Timers Club and Tom Hanks was on, but they had a COVID scare where a lot of their cast had COVID. And so they had no audience, so they did like a 4 or 5 man small tiny show with Tom Hanks, Paul Rudd, Michael Che, and I can't remember who the else was on there, but they did a very tiny, like in front of no crowd show for his 5 time. It was like the
Just
COVID,
recently?
yeah, this past week the COVID they had a
Oh,
big
man.
COVID outbreak up in their studio.
Dang,
They just shut it down.
dang, that's rough.
They brought in Tina Fey. That's it. They brought in Tina Fey because Colin Jost got COVID, so they brought in Tina Fey.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So which means
Wow.
you know,
Scarlett
Scarlett
Johansson
Johansson.
okay.
Damn you,
Every time
Thanos.
I see Colin Jost, I just shake my head. I'm like, God damn you, Colin Jost. you get to go where every man wants to go. Well, not every man, but half of the men.
Get a load of this.
Wow.
Nice. Why is
This
that
is classic.
a book? What is
This
that?
is the
That's
cartoon.
the old cartoon, isn't it?
Oh,
This is the old cartoon.
Super Mario Bros. Oh.
and plumbing's
I
a
had
game,
that
found a
one.
secret warp and no broken on a drain. That's a different one.
Yeah, but
Oh,
still.
yeah. I'll have you hooked on the brothers, and then
Yeah, that's
Uh-huh.
hooked on the brothers.
this. I quoted this more often, I think, than anything. It's Steve Odekirk's
Oh my
Thumb
goodness.
parodies,
Uh-huh.
where so it's like Thumb Wars, Thumbtanic, the God Thumb, Franken Thumb, the Blair Thumb, and Bat Thumb.
If you pull up Mr. Bill's DVDs, I'm gonna just freak out here because that's what it is.
no,
Mr.
I
Bill.
love
Hey, Mr.
that's
Bill.
Mr.
Oh no.
Yes, Mr. Bill was another one. I don't have any DVDs, but I watched Mr. Bill, and then I also what was it? Was it pizza? No, Domino's Pizza. He did one with Pizza Head, and where the enemy in that one was Steve, the pizza cutter.
I don't remember that one.
yeah,
I remember
I
like
vaguely do.
why we don't play with fire. Oh yeah. You know, oh no, your
Yeah.
dog gets oh no.
Yeah, and he there one of the Pizza Head bits. They never showed his face. They just showed his calves. Oh gosh, they were getting ready for it was like a soccer thing, and it's like, oh no, Pizza Head, they lost their goalie. We need you to stand in for their goalie, and then the guy's legs show up, and Pizza Head's line that I just lives in my head rent free. It's like, man, those legs are huge.
Nice.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So
no.
going back to the thumb thing, that's Steve Odenkirk.
Steve
Bob.
Odekirk, yeah.
Yeah, he's the dude that did that Kung Pao Enter the Fist, right?
Yes,
Yeah, he
same
did.
guy.
That man, that shit cracks me up.
Dude,
Either you love it or you hate it.
I
There's not
can't-
like it's okay. It's just like you find it hysterical or you find it just horrible.
yeah.
When I first
And,
watched it, I can honestly say I thought it was hysterical.
Mhm.
After watching that, it's like, just no.
No, man, it cracks me up every time. Like I was actually walking across my university campus going home after class, and I had my headphones in, and MC Hammer's "You Can't Touch This" came on my thing, and that's like a fight sequence song in that movie. And there's one scene where the lead is about to fight this big manly guy, and the guy looks at him and says, "Your days are over, mister." And that part, I just thought of that
Your
part,
days are over.
and it's just I just in the middle of nowhere by myself, surrounded by students walking to class, just was dying laughing on my own.
Kung Pao
Your
versus
days are over,
Sausage
mister.
Party.
Dude.
Sausage Party wins that battle just because
It's apples and oranges. You can't compare those.
I don't know if I could. I still haven't seen
Huh.
Sausage Party, but Kung Pao is a very distinct.
I feel if you watch
Oop.
Sausage Party, you're gonna be like you're gonna be in church going, these are my sins. Like I watched this movie. I watched this movie. Okay, you need
we don't take
200
confession that seriously in my churches, unfortunately.
200 Hail Marys and Hail Mary full of grace.
Shirt ripper. Oh, I'm still on Kung Pao quote. Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm back.
No, but
What is your
Odekirk-
oh sorry, go ahead.
Go no you.
What is your favorite holiday movie that no matter what you would watch it?
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
What is your
Yeah.
favorite holiday movie that
I'm a
no matter
Christmas
what,
story guy to the end.
the old
Christmas
school
story to the end. If you don't watch Christmas Story on Christmas Day, it's not Christmas.
You're wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong.
I mean,
Jesus wasn't born yet.
Die
He is
Hard is a
born.
Christmas movie.
He is born when that movie is played.
There you go.
You'll shoot your eye out,
Yeah.
kid. The foot. Like I remember watching that going when we saw that And then I think I was younger. We were watching it, and we were taking my brother to go see Santa. I was just like, I don't want to go.
Like we went to Turkey like 2 Christmases ago, I believe, and I brought that movie with me on a memory stick just so I could have it and put it in the hotel TV because it's just it's a mainstay. It has to be there
Yeah.
Yeah.
for Christmas
It's
Day.
not
yeah.
Christmas until
So
that movie's
your Christmas movie.
Yep.
What about you, Ryan? What is your all-time like Christmas movie you'll watch?
dude.
It can literally be something recent. It doesn't have to be something like the old school if you don't want to be like.
No. I feel like this question gets harder for me every year. Especially, I mean, just within the past couple of years, like I feel like I haven't properly observed Christmas in a while. Like the tension and build up and excitement of Christmas, and I haven't felt that magic in a long time. And maybe it's because I haven't watched this movie in a long time. But I mean, Elf, like
Mm,
Elf is
that's a good one.
it's a must see for me. I mean, I still quote it every year.
Francisco. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You do realize that when in the movie Elf, they were talking about the big bowl of spaghetti with syrup and chocolate and
Yeah.
he actually made that and actually ate that
Ew.
to the realism. Like he was like. He was in a thing and somebody asked, it was like Conan O'Brien back in the day. He goes, did you actually go? Well, see, Conan, I'm a method actor, and I have to be in it. How did it taste? Oh, absolutely horrible.
Yeah,
would
I
not
bet it was
recommend it.
disgusting.
They were wanting multiple takes. I gave them 2.
Yeah, no, there's so many moments in that movie that like at least when I say bye to my friends, I still do go, bye buddy, hope you find your dad. And then you get the little dudes that hang on to it.
Bye, buddy.
Bye, Mr. Narwhal.
Yes, and the raccoon that when he tries to hug and it's just yeah, you're just a cute little guy. That movie, it's so interesting too, because I don't know what defines like when a movie becomes a classic, but it's just interesting that I wonder if that's gonna be like I was a kid when this came out, and it is gonna be in like holiday anthologies, and gonna be re-released as a classic in years to come. I don't know, but
I think it's on the verge. It's on the right track, I think.
It's a remarkable Christmas film. Like it's so fun and silly and great.
So most popular Christmas movies.
Christmas.
My nose is crazy.
I've seen it.
10 most popular Christmas movies of all time.
Home Alone.
They remade that.
Wow.
With that little kid from what's that movie with ScarJo and World War II comedy? Taika Waititi's something Jojo Rabbit.
Oh,
The little chubby kid that says I need a hug or something in Jojo Rabbit. He is the new Kevin McAllister, I guess. I'm not sure if it's the same name, but it's basically.
Did you see the video where Kevin McAllister did the Google? He did a commercial for Google's voice, right? The little Google devices in your house, like the Alexas. But he did it with the Home Alone, same house, same overlay, dancing thing. Like he did everything, but as himself as an adult. It's actually quite hilarious because
Macaulay Culkin.
it's Macaulay Culkin doing it. So the best Christmas movies of all time. They have a very large list, and Rotten Tomato did a number like it's top 65.
Miracle on 34th Street.
I'm gonna go to like the top 5 here because there's 6
Scrooge,
top 5 of them.
Scrooged is awesome.
Actually, we'll start.
Watch that one again.
Let's see. Number 5 top
Christmas
all
Carol.
time is How the Grinch Stole Christmas, but it's the 1967's version, the cartoon.
Yeah, the
version.
cartoon.
There's that one. Shops Around the Corner was 1940s Christmas movie. I have never actually seen that one.
Oh.
Number 3. These are all really, really old. They're top most popular. Like number 1, I'm just gonna skip to the top 2. Is number 2 is Miracle on 34th Street, the 1947 version, and then It's a Wonderful Life 1946 version. Which that's one of the movies that It's a Wonderful Life I will watch when I see it come on to AT. I'll watch it just because I think it's kind of funny.
Yeah, it's good.
You know, you got
It-
this really
I don't
really
think
old
I've ever
film.
watched it.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah, I don't think I've
Merry
ever seen it.
Christmas, all Will and Bailey. No, you know. Okay, you really
What
need
is
to.
it you want, Mary? You want the moon?
You want the
Just
moon,
say a
Mary?
word and I'll throw a lasso around and pull it down.
Yeah,
Oh, that's what that scene's from.
yeah,
Okay, I've seen that scene.
yeah.
It's
So
I've seen the
Um,
scene. The scene.
yeah,
You
it's
sit on
it's
a throne of
actually
lies.
it's the conversation of, you know, if you weren't here, what would happen? You know, kind of like, you know.
Oh, that premise, that trope.
Yeah. Let's see
Whatever.
here. I'm gonna try to
Use that
Die
word right.
Hard. Die Hard 1988. Die Hard is number 11 all time.
That's
Christmas movie.
questionable. That's a questionable.
Oh,
whether
be
it's Christmas movie
careful,
or not.
be
That's
careful.
the age-old debate.
There has been debate among our friends Jamil
I
and
don't
Charles.
care enough to debate it, so I'll just say, yeah, sure, it is.
The 1964 Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was number 14. You know,
Stop
Bumbles-
motion one.
With the claymation.
Yeah, the Bumbles bounce.
Where's Christmas Story on that list?
Let's see here.
It's got to be in the top 10. If it's not, I'm revolting. I'm quitting right now.
Well, it looks like a lot of
Not
the Nightmare Before Christmas is number 6.
Yeah, this is Halloween. Halloween.
That
one's fun.
top 10 is not in the top 10. And the Christmas Story. Let me see here.
Son of a.
A lot of
bitch.
these are a lot of older films, so they're gonna have more nostalgic for IMDb
Oh,
and
Well,
for Rotten Tomatoes.
man, Christmas Story is what? That's like.
Oh wow! 2003 Tokyo's Godfathers, which was a Christmas Story anime, actually is in the top 25. That was pretty cool. Elf is number
Have you watched-
26 of all-time favorite with 85%. Christmas Tale. Let's see. Gremlins is in here at number 28.
Nice.
Gremlins.
What's the? There's one where it's like a British director. It's like Father. It's Father.
I didn't even think of this as a Christmas movie, but it is. Trading Places.
Trading what?
With Kathy Lee Jones.
Yeah.
Kathy Lee, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
Not Kathy Lee Jones. It's
Dan Aykroyd, Eddie Murphy, Ralph.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Oh yeah, she is in that. She's
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
That's
yeah.
actually
That's-
considered a Christmas movie because it actually
Yeah.
happens in the Christmas time frame. Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't even
you-
think of that. I love that
You
movie.
see him. You see him.
You know what probably would have jogged your memory, Toa or Matt?
What's that?
Oops.
Ball's energy drink.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
What's that movie I'm thinking of? It's
Let's see.
You've got
White Christmas is number 41.
crap. I can't.
Muppets
what's
Christmas
the-
Carol, number 42.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites as well.
Holiday Inn.
The Santa Claus with Tim Allen, 1994. That's number 46.
What's the Jingle All the Way with Arnold going after that toy?
Home
Oh,
Alone is
yeah.
rated number 51.
Right. Forgot about that.
Harold and Kumar Christmas, a very Harold and Kumar Christmas, 2011. I don't think I ever saw that one. It's
Harold
Not
on the-
either. If that's on the list above or closer to number one than Christmas Story, then I've lost all faith in Rotten Tomatoes. Not that I had a lot to begin with, but still. What's that
Tomatoes
Krampus?
mean nothing.
Hold on, I gotta look this up. Please hold.
Holding.
Yeah.
Gotta-
Do,
I gotta ask Jujel.
Christmas Story is ranked top 10, 1983's version by Fandango, followed by Santa Claus, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, National Lampoon's Christmas, Dr. Seuss's with Jim Carrey, Elf, 2003, Charlie Brown's Christmas.
Oh yes.
Oh, Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown.
Oh yes, yes. Do 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 do.
I did
do.
like Miracle on 34th Street, the 1947 Shirley Temple version. It's real.
It's real.
It's
I-
real.
There was one year where my grandparents wanted me to watch more like older Christmas movies, and as a family we watched. I think it was White Christmas and Holiday Inn were the two that we watched together. And there was one guy, Dan K. What's the dude's name?
Dan Aykroyd?
Not Aykroyd. This is old, like Bing Crosby
Oh.
coast. What's his name? Danny K. Gosh. What's it? Chat? Help! Help! I'm not as old as you guys.
What? Who? What's the? Sorry, I'm here. What's up? I wasn't listening
I'm
at
not
all.
as old as you guys. What? I'm here. I'm sorry. What'd you say, Shuddy?
What?
Go on.
I was in the Marines.
What was it? World War
Oh.
II or where is it? World War One? Because I wasn't part one. I was only part two. A little bit of Vietnam. I didn't like
It
It was between the wars. Between the wars.
Between the wars. I can only look through squinted eyes.
Oh.
What actor are you asking about?
It's
Dan something.
yeah, Danny Kaye, I think. His last name starts with a K. He was in Holiday Inn.
Oh.
And
There is
he's
a guy
got
named
this-
Danny Kaye. They talk about it in Christmas Vacation. Danny fucking Kaye or something.
Well, his name is Danny Kaye. 1942, Danny Kaye. Holiday Inn.
Oh, that is his name. Okay, I thought there was
Danny
he was-
Kaye, yes.
Danny Kaye.
With
Yes.
Ben Crosby, Fred Astaire,
That's
Louis Beavers.
Mhm.
Louis Beavers. That's funny.
Matt. Christmas.
It was a older film. Yeah, 19.
He was
Success of the
fun.
song White Christmas eventually led to a film based on the song White Christmas 1954 from a Holiday Inn movie 1942 musical romance.
Yeah,
Currently
I've gotta
available
find
on
this.
Apple
It's gonna drive me-
TV, Prime TV. What are you trying to find? I can Google it.
That's the thing. I can't remember enough information,
Give me what clues
and
you
I
have.
always. It's British.
Okay.
It's so and so's Christmas movie. Like they make sure to tell you the director's name. He's a very famous British director. He did other things, not Neil Gaiman.
Neil Gaiman.
I don't. Oh man, it's driving me nuts. I gotta find it.
Tim Burton?
Crumpmas? No.
Merry friggin'
Uh,
Christmas.
no.
Surviving Christmas.
Crumpus.
Oh,
There's Crumpmas.
the
Okay,
crap.
top 10 British Christmas movies that are out there is The Snowman's, Bias, Love Actual, Last Christmas, Scrooge, The Holiday, About a Boy, Muppets Christmas Carol, with had a British director, Arthur's Christmas,
Puppets.
Miracle on 34th Home, Polar Express.
Oh, hey, Jules.
Julia's here.
Well, look at that.
Did
Hot
you
lady.
make it?
Just look at that.
What is that? It's
Are
like
you there? Are you landed? You are safe.
Oh my gosh. Oh hey. Oh hey. Krampus.
Krampus.
Oh,
check out. Okay, I just looked up Krampus. That wasn't it. It's that's gonna drive me
She's
insane.
waiting at baggage claim.
Oh my gosh.
The happiest place on earth.
Well, we are
Happy
so happy
Christmas.
that you got there safely, Julia. My son's flight was delayed by 20 minutes, but his flight was delayed flying from
The lie.
delayed from up north as well. And
Well, I thought-
here's the
well, I-
Balls Energy drinks that was supporting us, Balls.
Yes. Thank you so much.
I'm mixing balls with coffee.
Dude. That is ballsy.
That's actually pretty good.
Nice. Nice. Jules, Shadow. Right. Donkey.
Char Baby's here too. So is Mr.
Yeah.
Jeffrey.
There,
Jeffrey. Who's
Okay.
Jeffrey?
here's what I
No.
Oh my God, tell me about your balls. Balls Energy drinks brought to you in part by Balls Energy. Go to your website, BAWLS.com. Balls Energy drinks are amazing. They have multiple flavors. My favorite being root beer. This is the original flavor, which basically tastes like a Sprite with a little bit of energy. I took a nap, so this is definitely going to wake me up. My favorite's root beer. They have orange soda. They have all different kind of flavors. Check them out. Go to Balls Energy Drinks. Also, take your opportunity, guys, to go to our website, oneupds.com, support the puppies for the holiday spirit. All the donations are going over there to Mr. Matt to support the puppies. Let's give them some Christmas cheer. If you donate on our contribute tab, if you contribute on our website, donate cash, it will pop up right here. We'll do a little dance. I will make Matt dance
Yes.
Ha!
by telling Mary and sending her a clip of the earlier thing that he said to blackmail him.
Yes.
What? Oh, yeah. Well, that,
Blackmailed
He
dance.
gave us blackmail
Nope.
material to make him dance.
what is that
Even if it's a
freaking
pencil.
movie?
You know,
Mm-hmm.
we'll have him do
Oh.
the pencil magic trick.
Oh yes. Oh,
puppy.
thank you, Jules.
We'll have him do the little.
Hey, thanks.
It's bending.
It's gonna
Yes.
drive me up the wall.
I thought that was like one of the coolest magic tricks as a kid. The
The rubber band pencil.
yep. Here's a question for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? We've looked at several lists of like the best Christmas movies. Give us the worst Christmas movies that you've seen.
The worst I've ever seen?
Yes.
When I was a
And
kid
as I'm a philosopher,
versus
I need to hear
now?
arguments as to why it's the worst.
Anything on the Hallmark network.
There's not a single good Hallmark Christmas movie?
Probably not.
that's
I've never
not-
watched one.
That's not entirely.
Star Wars Christmas.
Oh
That
yeah.
exists?
That's
Star Wars
sick.
Christmas was horrible. This is when the Jedi Luke Skywalker went to Chewbacca's home, or Chewbacca,
Oh,
Chewie's home.
you
where-
watched? There's a new one called Claws. It's animated.
Yeah, I've seen that part
It's
of that.
awesome. Yeah, we watched that last year. That shit was good. All right, sorry. Continue.
Worst.
Basically, it's about how to get Chewie home to his family for Christmas, and it's really poorly done. And they're and it's like translating down at the bottom, and it's absolutely horrible. Like even hardcore Star Wars fans are like, that is horrible.
Yeah, but they watched it again and again.
It's a bad
again.
Star Wars
Yeah.
movie, and it's a bad Christmas movie.
There are a lot of just really bad movies, but there's also movies that you would only watch stoned, I guess is the right term. Like
Yeah.
Jingle All the Way 2.
Oh, Jingle All the Way 2.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a second.
Bad Santa. Nice.
Bad Santa the other. Jingle All the Way 2 has Larry the Cable Guy, Santino Marella, the wrestler. It's bad. It's bad. It's pretty bad.
Consume Prilosec.
Bad
How is
Santa
this-
2. Christmas with the Cranks is pretty horrible. But
The ref.
Oh yeah, I forget. I keep forgetting. Okay. There were some bits of that movie I enjoyed. I saw it in theaters when I was just a wee baby.
insane.
Not a wee baby, but I was a kid. And I do remember the Botox scene. What killed me as a kid? When Tim Allen, I think it was Tim Allen's character, had to get Botox and he was trying to drink and eat, and I was like, oh yeah, this fits. This works.
I liked him in the Santa Claus. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
1 and 2 were really good. 3 was like, okay. I did like it when, Jack Frost came into play and, he did the musical Martin Sheen. Is it Martin Sheen?
Martin.
This is driving me insane. What?
Jack Frost from Santa Claus. Was it Martin Sheen? Was it?
Martin Short.
Martin Short.
Shorts.
Yeah, Martin Short. Thank you. I was like, Sheen is not right. So Martin Short, like, and he did the whole turned it into a theme park where you could fly your kids up for Christmas and go to Santa's workshop, and all the elves were like, "Hi." It reminded me of Idiocracy. Welcome to Costco. I love you.
I
You
love
know?
you. Welcome to Costco. I
What?
love you.
What is this?
You've never,
Idiocracy?
you've
Yeah,
never
you've never
seen
watched
it-
Idiocracy?
You've never
I've never seen
it?
Idiocracy.
Oh, brother, you gotta watch it as soon as humanly possible.
Hold on.
It's Mike Judge.
Oh, dude, I love Mike Judge.
And you'll love this movie. It's so good. It's basically about humans de-evolving.
I was this morning.
Luckily for you, YouTube is part of YouTube's free movies.
Oh, sick.
So
Okay.
I'm literally going to send you the link right
I will-
now
I will happily watch it.
in Discord
Thank you.
for you to watch, because you're gonna watch this movie, and then you're gonna look around, and you're gonna watch the movie, and you're gonna go, "We are so close to this."
Oh,
Nestor the long-eared Christmas donkey. That's
That's
a
a
movie.
thing.
That's a thing.
a Christmas
I'm,
donkey.
I'm still looking for.
I want to know the
My
synopsis
movie.
of that one.
Yeah.
Maybe Mary will remember. Hold on, I gotta ask her. Hold on.
Okay.
There was this.
Mary, did you
Mary,
know?
did you know? I actually this morning my grandparents and I were watching CBS recording, and there was a spot for this Christian band. You forget, for King and Country, and
Okay.
Hold on,
They-
Matt. Hold on, Matt. Ryan, sorry. Go ahead, Ryan.
Oh no, sorry.
They were doing this bit about like they're Christians, but they're doing like these main venues. They've been on Oprah once or twice,
Right.
And this is where the Mike Judge thing comes in. They showed that scene from King of the Hill when Bobby joined a Christian rap group, and they showed that part where Hank Hill comes in and is like, "Can't you see you're not making Christian music better? You're making rock and roll worse."
Well, based off the loud yes we heard, I'm assuming she knew exactly what you were talking about.
No, she says she's like Father Christmas Father, and then the word Father popped into my head, and that's what kind of got me to it. It's Terry Pratchett's The Hog Father.
Terry Pratchett.
The Hog Father.
The Hog Father.
I gotta look this up.
It's a 7.5 out of 10 on IMDb.
That's perfect rating.
Oh,
it's good.
I put in The Hog and it pops straight up. All right.
Yeah.
Terry Pratchett, David Jason, Michelle Dockery, Ian Richards, Mark Warren.
If you've watched a Star Wars Christmas, you may be entitled to compensation.
That's all I do.
Hi, I'm David Hastings with Hastings and Hastings.
Let's see here.
All right, well, I'm glad I got that
It's
figured
a
out.
2-part adaptation of Terry Pratchett's novel of the same name, set in a semi-devial but strip. Was it? Oh, Discworld. What the Hogfather? The jolly fat man who delivers Christmas presents to kids at the Midwinter Festival of Hogswatch has gone missing, but the presents must still be delivered or else the sun will not rise tomorrow. Another supernatural entry who can be everywhere at once and known everywhere. What the hell? That's bad writing. And know where everybody lives, decides to fill in for the Hogfather's death. Who will think it may with a work? What the hell? Who wrote this shit? While he is climbing down the chimney, his granddaughter Susan must find out what happened to the real Hogfather. No wonder why nobody reads the synopsis anymore. That didn't make no sense.
Anyways, it's good.
It's got a 7.5. It's got a 3. Netflix has got a 3 out of 5. I'm good. It's got a 3 hour and 15-minute runtime.
3 hours?
I don't remember it being that long.
That's what it shows. 3 hours, 15-minute runtime. Jesus.
Terry Pratchett's The Hogfather. How much plot can you squeeze out of a title like that?
I guess there's a lot of scenes of hogs running across the thing going, we call that one Rudolph. That's Dancer.
Are you my father?
That's Prancer. That's Vixen. That little... Get on up there, hoggies.
Okay.
I watched this metal band, Lorna Shore, just came out with their single "To the Hellfire," and the dude does the sickest pig squeals. It's incredible. I wish I knew how to do it.
No, you don't.
Gotta have goals.
Oh, dude, it's such goals. Like
pig squeals is just
goals.
never something I would go. Death metal, rock and roll, heavy metal, pig squeak.
Yeah. No,
Gotta incorporate pig squeal.
Suey.
Chop suey.
Oinks, really?
No, it's so cool. I haven't felt that much tension in a long time.
Grill.
Bacon hit the grill. Heck yeah. Grill it with your shirt off. I dare you.
I feel like that's going to be like a remix, let the bacon hit the grill.
I think they might be black metal. I don't know. But dude, their vocalist, he just kills it. He's so good.
What's the difference between heavy metal and black metal? I actually don't know this one.
I don't either.
Okay.
It might be
Shadowhawk. That was racist. I'm sure it's a genre to it, but because there's death metal, there's light metal or life metal. They call it
speed metal.
Speed metal.
Speed metal is a thing. That's like Dragon Force.
Which is just exhausting for. How do you play so fast? Well, what we do is.
Yeah. There's a grindcore, which I think is like porn but fast.
Grindcore. Fast porn.
I think it's just fast porn metal.
Okay.
Interesting.
So that like all you hear from the kick drums is just.
Yeah, see, so
I
at
gotta-
some point you gotta realize that this just that makes my knee hurt just thinking of that cramping.
Yeah.
Black
I'll be
metal
back.
is more it's more
It's
satanic.
stuff, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's like Into the Hellfire.
Did we
I
just
think-
notice that he was wearing what looked to be boxer shorts?
a
If
prog metal.
Julia's still watching, we
Yeah.
had a bet if he would wear pants, and I think he's just wearing shorts, but I couldn't tell. We'll see when he comes back from the reflection.
Yeah, keep an eye on the lower half.
We're gonna now go live to the mat cam.
Looks like I see a couple stockings there. They're looking pretty empty this time of year. How exciting! Just sitting there ready to be filled.
With liquor.
Look at this. Look at those stockings. All hell gent. Yes, gent is one of my favorites. It's where the guitars are tuned so darn low, like that's just the sound that they make. Gent, 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 gent.
Nickelodeon.
Do you remember that spot that Jack Black did when he was hosting the Kids' Choice Awards, and it was just like beatboxing? Like,
you lost me
"Ring,
at the point you
ring."
said Jack Black hosting Kids' Choice Awards. Those are two things that should not have gone together. Because at any point, Tenacious D was just definitely not Kids' Choice.
I think this predated Tenacious D. Can't you see he's the man? Let me hear you applaud. He is more than a man. He's a shiny golden god. If you think it's time to fucking rock and fucking roll of control. Oh gosh, that's such a good song. Is this the quality content you guys subscribe for?
Well, Shadowhawk's not so. Yeah, Kickapoo's. I have that song stuck in my head every time I'm on TikTok or something, because there's a group out there. There's a guy who does like the music. He does the Kickapoo song, and he had Jack Black actually like duet him. And he was just like, he does a really good job. And now I always get that song. It's like stuck in my head, so I'll start singing it.
Yes.
Fucking long ass time ago in a town called Kickapoo. I was just like,
dude. Okay, there's a the Tenacious D movie. Tenacious D movie is interesting. That was like that was my first like adult movie, like movie for adults. Kind of like that was my first experience of like watching like, oh gosh, they're getting high and it's the shrooms. Oh no, it's cursing. Oh, and it's
You sound like Kermit, like, oh
yeah. Oh boy.
I started going Yoda.
Yeah.
Oh,
You sound like Kermit.
Kermit and Yoda have a baby.
Yes. Oh gosh.
Yoda
Well-
the frog here.
Yoda, hello.
We're talking about Tenacious D and Jack Black because we were
Tanook.
talking because Kickapoo is a song, and I was talking about that. The song will get stuck in my head if I don't listen to it. Now I gotta leave after the show. I have to go listen to it because
Kickapoo? I don't think I know that song.
fucking
Kickapoo.
long ass time ago in a town called Kickapoo.
Nope. I gotta look it
Lived
up.
a young family, Christian
And then-
through and through.
Tribute was also
And
really
then there
good.
was a black sheep.
I do remember there's a scene in the movie where they're trying to like infiltrate a bank or something, or museum, and they have to bypass the security, and once they
Deactivate a laser with my dick. Yeah.
yeah
Yeah.
If you've never seen Tenacious D there, Matt?
The movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's where that
Okay.
song's from.
slap it to,
Oh.
to your kick.
Kickapoo?
Yeah, Kickapoo is in the very beginning. It's when the kid is singing and Meatloaf is his dad.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I tell you, speaking of Meatloaf, Bat Out of Hell has been rocking me in all the right places lately. I don't know why. I mean,
It's good album.
killing it. Yeah, it's cool. Anyways,
What the hell? I remember when that was advertised on TV.
like a
When
bat
there's-
out of hell, I'll be gone when I'm... Oh man, this is so good.
You look at Meatloaf from like you listen to music, it's like it's amazing. Then you look at him and go, wow, he is looks like a big thing of meatloaf, doesn't he?
He's the guy. I mean, he's the guy where the whole the cliche of the frilly shirt and you're holding the handkerchief while you're singing.
Yeah.
That's from him.
Yeah,
All
I
that's
know.
from him.
Wow.
Well, this
Is
one
that
he's
intentional? Like, is that into his image, or is he just
I
weird?
think so. Yeah, and I was
both.
yeah. I was watching an interview with him, and he said when people were talking to him, he demands that they never use the words rock star, superstar, star when referring to him. He doesn't want to be built up and put on that kind of platform
Right.
ever.
Yeah. He's very humble.
Yeah.
I've seen him in a couple
Mm.
interviews where he's just like, I just enjoy doing music and entertaining. That's the end of my story. I don't really care for you won't see me walking red carpets and da da da. I go home after my shows. I spend time with my family, or I get back in the studio. It's very rare, especially during that time frame in the 80s and 90s when he was getting bigger or getting his music was still out there, for him to just be like, all right, thank you, good night, Dallas, let's go home.
Yeah.
You know, not like, you know,
What's for dinner?
what's for dinner?
Yeah. He's a good actor too. He's
Yeah,
That's
did a good job
awesome.
in-
but yeah, Tenacious D, like that's my I just want to laugh and see stupid things, you know.
What's up, truck driver? Whoa!
Truck driver, hello, sir.
Hey, I was shaking, man.
Your presence almost knocked me out of my chair. I'm excited to
How
see you.
goes it?
Truck driver, the
What's
truck
that?
driver. I got to ask you a question.
A dinosaur?
What are your thoughts about this Colorado thing? So for those of you who don't know, if you haven't paid attention, there was a Colorado truck driver who crashed into a bunch of cars. His brakes failed, causing like the death of 4 or 8 people. I can't remember what it was. He was given like 100-year sentence
Whoa!
that for something that he couldn't stop. It was out of his control to fix. And there are truck drivers like lined up outside of Colorado that refuse to enter and deliver their products. They're putting their entire crews at risk, saying, we won't do it. We won't do it until this is reversed. And they're all over TikTok saying, I'm not going to Colorado. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Wow.
And like they were showing
bonkers.
videos of the Walmarts and the stores out there completely bare of any produce, groceries, bread, all of it was just bare.
Wow.
Because they hadn't done anything at all. And I was actually curious, like if truck driver, I think you are a real truck driver, if I remember right. If not, I'm sorry. But if you are, I'm actually curious on thoughts, but because it was a harsh sentence. It was so harsh. And this is it looked like maybe like a 26-year-old kid. And he was just in tears. You know, I couldn't stop it. I agree with the protest. Good. All right.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
That's crazy, man. That poor
Yeah,
kid.
it's, I'm gonna see if I can see if there's any update, because like everybody's raising money for this kid to appeal. Let's see if it's any updates on it. No.
I mean, if they can prove without the shadow of a doubt that his brakes failed and he had absolutely zero control, then that's bullshit.
Oh, I mean, they openly admit, but they're saying it's his responsibility as a truck driver to make sure it works. Well, he was driving, and the brake system failed. It just went out, and he did everything could to keep the damage to a minimum, from what I read. But unfortunately, all these parked cars, he plowed right through them, and like a couple of people died, including some kids, and everybody was uproar. It was a big to-do, like, oh my God, the tragedy. And then they just threw this kid out of the bus. Like, Jesus. It was.
Yeah, the trucking company should be liable as well, shouldn't they?
Most truckers have their own rigs, and they just haul
Oh,
it,
like
right?
independent.
Right.
Okay.
And so he becomes liable for it. But to an extent, like, okay, a year or two for negligence, right? But 100 years, like, this kid will never see the light of day again. And the protests. Let's see if I can find the story here.
I mean, just the gravity alone of being in an accident, you causing an accident that took people's lives, that's just psychologically damaging to the point of no return.
Truckers
let alone
are
adding
currently
100 years.
Truck drivers are
prison
posting
sentence.
110-year sentence of deadly Colorado crash reported. Yeah, let's see here. Trying to find the Colorado boycott. Truck drivers are boycotting it. Like, let me find my display screen. So I mean, it was of course you.
Oh,
have
hello.
ad. So yeah, it was a pretty bad crash that caused a lot of it. Let's see if I can find the other.
Yeah, that's a damn shame
Awful.
on all levels.
Yeah.
I I get scared sometimes, even just driving near trucks that size. I'll just have like those like, what if this truck carrying like these vehicles, like one of them just comes undone and tips over on
Yeah. Oh, that's nightmare fuel.
Yeah, like that's Final Destination type of situation.
I mean, I have gotten boxed in, but I wasn't concerned. Like I had one in front, left, and right, and then one coming up the rear. Like I've been boxed in where I was in a small car, but they don't want to put. And it wasn't like they were doing it on purpose. It was just we were all driving on the highway.
Yeah.
And as long as you understand that you're the tiny car and you give them right away, because they're not very maneuverable. Like when getting on the highway, if you see them coming on, I will slow down and stop all the traffic behind me to make sure they can get on safely. And usually flash my lights to let them know, hey, I got you, and they'll blink back. You know, I try to do everything I can because, I mean, no offense, those things are like fucking boats. They are literally boats.
Big.
Um,
Ocean
wide
liners.
turns.
they wide turns. They don't stop on a dime at all. They can barely stop. You know, whenever you slam on everything and lower the gear and hold that. You know, plus you know that could have stuff I need.
Yeah, true.
So
I'm still waiting for the time when. Nope, never mind. I
Lost
I
it.
heard a toilet flush, and that with that toilet flush went my mind.
facts.
Facts.
Well, we got about 5 minutes here, guys. So we want to take a few minutes here and just talk to you real quick about what we're doing before we call it tonight. Julia couldn't be here. She is currently at an airport collecting her baggage. She was going to try to, but her flight got delayed. So sadly, we couldn't have our show. Thank you for Ryan for taking his gear. We are not going to have a show on the 26th. We're getting everybody that Christmas weekend off to enjoy. The following weekend is going to be New Year's Day for us. So the second, we should have a show depending if everybody's on board. We'll find out more next week. I mean, it will be the third for Matt, so he'll already be sobered up by then.
Maybe.
If you haven't figured out what we're doing, on our website, oneupds.com, it's above Julia's head over there. Make sure you donate. You can go to our contribute tab, donate cash. We're saving the puppies, man. This is all we're doing season 3. All the proceeds. If you buy our merch, if you haven't seen our merch, well, I will show it to you right now. We have the mug, Save the Puppies Coast to Coast. We have the t-shirts Coast to Coast. We have our season 3 shirts, season 3 mugs. You can totally get those through our Streamlabs or on our website directly. And all those proceeds are getting shipped over to help the puppies have a wonderful holiday time because they are getting hit by a massive winter this year. And we want to make sure that they're fed and they're warm and they're taken care of and they have heaters and plenty of things to take care of them and just so they can enjoy life. So if you want to be a part of that, please donate on our website. It will pop up here. We will make sure to give you tons of love every time we do. And, you know, so thank you so much. I wish everybody Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Holidays.
Yes.
If you were a non-believer, happy 25th day of life.
Yeah.
For those who just be like, hey, Chinese food. And
There you go.
you know, hey,
Fa ra 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 ra.
I
ra,
say
ra,
Chinese
ra, ra.
food, and like Matt's like, yeah, that's all I ever have.
Yeah, we just call it food.
Yeah.
Don't be racist, Toa.
Yeah.
You guys want to say something here?
No.
Yes, you do.
Oh,
Come on,
no,
yeah.
come on.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be with you guys. This is always fun. I'm glad that we could, not only work toward saving puppies, but also just make time for each other, make time to be together, be safe, do what you need to do. I hoping that you're gonna have a fantastic. It's gonna just be everything that you want it to be because the Christmas is whatever, or the holiday. It's gonna be delicious for you. I hope it's just gonna be every flavor of scrumptious for you.
Okay.
On that note.
On that note, guys, we will see you next time. Thank you for joining us this week on Coast to Coast. We will see you later.
Yeah. Take care. Happy holidays.
Coast to coast. It's a radical boast, coupled with 4 indestructible hosts, bringing the most each week in the combos we speak, or the undigestible foods we eat. So he's bouncing for bits while we be dancing for the sticks. Yeah. Phoenix, Shinjo, Dallas, Chicago. No, there ain't no denying we bringing it coast to coast.